We have PSA versus Tag versus BGS. Which grading company is the best in 2026? We have PSA making a comeback because a lot of people are still going to PSA. I've struggled with this because I used to be a PSA guy myself. But let's see what's going on here with this, guys. But let's see how the score here and how I measured them. So this is recent data from the last year and into this year. As far as July. So we got grading prices, grading systems, resale value, collector trust, upcharges, transparency, turnaround time, slab quality, overall value. I know that sounds like a lot of things that we're gonna go over, but I promise it'll make sense here in a second. It'll give you guidance on where to go next. And let me know in the comments which grading company I should check out next, and I will make that video for you guys. But also guys, like, comment, subscribe. As always guys, let's get into it. We have the grading prices. And so I pick a winner for all of these and I let you guys know which one I prefer. PSA right now, it's a one card submission value tiers. As far as I know, I haven't seen anything different. It's $80, tags $22 for the basic one, but that's not available right now. BGS, it's $14.95. The winner of this is BGS. So Tag and PSA, I think they're going to increase their prices, but it would be them if it was available. But I think they're increasing their prices, not taking down their prices. So we'll see what happens with that in the future. But as of right now, BGS has the best value. Let's talk about the upcharges, guys. So PSA does a value-based upcharges. Regular covers up to $1,500. Anything above that, final value can raise the fee significantly. This isn't just a small upcharge, it's a significant upcharge. Tag has no value upcharge, and then with BGS, it is a $3 upcharge. So what that means is that if you get the upgrades on it, it's what's going to charge you an extra $3, which is completely worth it. That's all I collect right now, guys, is BGS and Tag, but I need those subgrades on there. So the turnaround time, so I had the winner for that being Tag, just because it is cheaper in a sense and the turnaround time is not as bad. So in the future, with Tag, I heard is opening back up in September. So PSA's tier level is closed and the regular is still open 40 to 50 business days. The regular tier is paused, but it's coming back soon. And right now, because the base tier is the least expensive, the turnaround time is 75 business days slower, but it is available and that's what makes something worth it. But when Tag comes back up, I will be mainly going to Tag. And in general, BGS has been great. They've been spot on their times. Even with, I think a lot of people are fluctuating. I think I'm bringing a lot of people to BGS. I get no sponsorship for it. Maybe someday I will. If Tag offered a sponsorship, I would highly endorse them because I love their product. Not only do I love their product, I think everyone should start going to Tag and picking up their stuff. But I'm not sponsored by any of them. Thought they did do sponsorships, but they do not. So these are how cars are graded. Tag was the first one to move to this technology. That's why they are the winner in all of this. PSA has human graders, traditional evaluation 1 to 10 scale. Tag obviously has imaging software, the best in the country right now. Machine learning systems, they got the 1,000 point system, human grade, traditional evaluation 1 in 10 with half grades. And then you got the winner is Tag. Obviously, BGS has gone to, as of late, they have released a pamphlet that said that they are going to AI. But to be honest with you guys, I have not seen anything on their website that shows the AI software they're using or how they're using it. So it may just be like, hey, we are using it, but I have not seen any evidence of it. They just released, I don't know if I have that pamphlet around here somewhere. I keep a lot of the cool stuff around here. I don't know, whatever. But whenever you send something to BGS, you're gonna get the same pamphlet that says that, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what we're upgrading. And so I don't believe it yet, but we'll see what happens. And then what do they examine? They all examine the same thing. This is not something I need to go heavy into detail. They all have a three-way tie. I love how they examine all their cards. If a company doesn't do this with the centering, the corners, edges, surface measurements, I think they all have great eye appeal. They all look pretty good for the most part. PSA, because they do so many cards, they do make mistakes from time to time where you see a card that's a PSA 10 where you're just like, there's no way that's a PSA 10 because there's damage on the card you can clearly see. I haven't had any issues with tag or BGS. So why did you get that grade? And this is the standard of how a company should go. I need to go into Premier Grading Company. I need to look into them. A lot of people have hit me up in those comments. I have no opinion on them yet, but I will get one. But the winner is tag, easy all day. It's hard to replace the leader when it comes to tag right now because they were the first ones to introduce this technology. And I'm hoping that they don't get bought out by some big corporation because the way they do things right now is how all companies should do things, if only. Then how hard is it to get a top grade? I would say that if you're looking through this, and it might be a little bit confusing, especially if you're new to grading, PSA by far is the easiest out of all of these to get a PSA 10. There's always been reports of PSA 10. It's the strongest regular premium grade for most people. It's the most recognized 10 PSA Gen Mint. But for me, I've always, and my wife too, which is weird. I did not know that about my wife, that she always preferred black labels, BGS black labels. And it just looks aesthetically the most pleasing. And it is the highest trophy card, sealing the hardest to grade. Out of everything I've ever graded, BGS has always been the hardest. And maybe this year I've just been sending a lot of junk cards to them. I haven't changed much over the last few years, but I myself am getting an AI digital grader to grade cards now because I made some mistakes this year that I regret. But that's why we always change and we evolve with the times, which for me, this is going to be BGS all day, every day. Tag would be the next hardest, and then PSA. It's gonna be hard for PSA to regain that best looking slab. But when I say that, for me, I prefer BGS. It's homegrown talent. It's what I've always loved. Now, best looking slab. Now for me, I love the black labels. The gold and black is my favorite color, but I will say the fact that you can take a tag card and then you can have any background you want, like pink, black, whatever, is awesome for a tag and the transparent. And now you got the QR code on the back. BGS just upgraded their labels. You got the QR code. For me, it's just, I've always been huge on BGS, but I have to give it the tag on this one. It's not what I'm gonna have my background in the back. It's gonna be BGS, all slabs someday, black labels, but tag will have a separate section. And someday I'll start grabbing PSA again. I think they will start turning things around soon after all these lawsuits settle and they figure their stuff out, but it's definitely tag. Let me know what your favorite graded card company is right now. PSA, tag, BGS. You're all welcome here. Best card protection. So this is by far, BGS is the winner of this. PSA, no joke, like maybe I think I have a PSA card right now in my collection. I think I have one down here somewhere. Like if I literally drop this thing on the ground and it hits the corner, it's going to break. Because I've sold a lot of my PSA slabs, but I'm pretty sure, like, give me 1 second. Let me go find that slab. Okay, here we go. This one right here, not worth anything. But if I drop this on the ground, it will probably shatter. Like, I'm not gonna do my blacklit, my BGS, but you can just see from the thickness on this, that the thickness on the BGS card right here, I don't know if you guys can get a close up on, go to the wrong camera. But I don't know if you guys can't see that, but the thickness on this is like, it's not, almost twice the size the black label is. So I'm gonna drop this and it just like, it's damaged already, dude. Like I barely dropped this thing, dude. Check this out. Like this is insane. I barely dropped this and it has that damage to it. Like that's, somebody's gonna look at that and just be like, I'll drop it one more time on this other corner. Like, and then this other corner's damaged too. Like you cannot, that's why they make those holders around the PSA card. I wonder if I can like just break this. And then it's all like smeared up in here. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't want to drop these are from my personal collection. I've dropped these before on accident. So I know that Beckett holds up, or black labels hold up because I've dropped them several times. Don't drop your PSA ones. Your tags are better, but I've still damaged a tag easily. guys. So winner on this is BGS. I've never broken a BGS card yet. I'm gonna break one tomorrow now that I said that, but the digital experience tag wins this. If you've been on any of these websites, BGS, it still feels like old school to me. I actually prefer PSA's website and Tag's website over BGS. I just know how to work it because I've been on all the websites. So it's not hard now, but remember when I check on my orders and things like that, like it's just annoying with some of the things that BGS does. Obviously, it's not the end of the world, but I love how Tag does it, how everything just pops. It's easy to find things. It's the most detailed report on the cards as well. So great grading system, great company, great online presence. Which sells for more? BGS sells for more right now. I believe Tag will. Tag, I think, could replace it, but I don't see in the next 5 to 10 years it doing that. And that's why, for me, it is BGS. Now, PSA, a lot of people, I still have a lot of friends who they hear about the lawsuits with PSA and all that. There's a lot of collectors out there, which is fine. Like, everyone collect what you like, but they just believe right now in this moment, in this 1 to 2 year span, that PSA still has a dominance on the market, which I agree on, and that they're going to continue to go to PSA because they are vendors. And so it's the vendors that are huge PSA that send their cards to submitting, because they don't really care about some of these issues because they send so much to them that if they make a mistake here, they don't care, they'll make their money back. But it's so liquid. Even though they don't get the most value for it, they're more likely to get a PSA 10 because they don't grade it that hard. And it's just super liquid for them. But I've heard that they're going to start transitioning in the next couple years from PSA, and some are starting to move over to BGS and Tag because you go where the customers are. Once people stop buying PSA cards, then they'll go to BGS and Tag. Which brand do buyers trust? I would say Tag. I've never had an issue with Tag. The fact that BGS or PSA owns BGS, it's something that irks me a little bit, and that's why I'm shedding over to Tag a lot. But as far as it's on their website, when you pull up Tag's website, it just says transparency all across it. I do trust Tag. It's newer, but PSA remains the most recognizable, but I'm still going with Tag. So I will say though, with PSA, I feel like PSA has the broadest grading catalog. And I think Tag may get there, but here's the one exception that I would go to, maybe I would go to PSA for vintage cards. Nope, I'm still on strike. I'm still on strike from PSA. I would probably, if I had to choose between BGS and Tag, I would probably send my vintage cards to BGS. This is no Tag because they're probably going to find something wrong with it. But a lot of people trust PSA because of their broad catalog on everything they can do. From everything I've seen, it's the winner's PSA, hands down. The Pokemon winner is PSA because it's the best for resale right now. And even though I don't use it, a lot of vendors and a lot of people do use it. So it's the safest all around Pokemon choice if you're looking to sell your cards quick. I am not, so I'm here to hold my cards because I love them. The One Piece winner is BGS. I have found the best because of how good the Bandai creates the One Piece cards. I would say it is a lot easier to get a black label in One Piece than it would be Tag, just because I think they do an excellent job with their manga. And maybe it's just the Bandai company making the cards. For One Piece, I don't send any One Piece to Tag or PSA. It's all just BGS right now. So I think you're going to see a lot of One Piece black labels on the market here soon. So I think there's a lane for everything that you want right now. And I think there's a lane for everybody. For each collector, you got to decide what you want to do. If you're trying to chase perfection, I always chase perfection, and that's BGS. Even though I don't hit the mark hardly ever. You guys have seen my returns. For collections, Tag. If you want to grow your collection really quickly, get a lot of good card grades in, go to Tag. And if you want to sell right now, go to PSA. I think that is the way to go. So at the end of the day, guys, collect what you like. It would be, I'm not gonna tell you guys what I'm doing. I'm not gonna tell you guys what to do, but I'm always gonna be collecting BGS. I'm always gonna be collecting tag. And PSA, I'll pick up from a private vendor if they have a card I really like and get it from time to time, but it's less now than ever. So anyways, guys, click what you like. Jesus loves you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. As always, guys, peace. I'm out.